Hello everybody and welcome back to Q&A Sunday, filmed on a Monday, uploaded on a Tuesday. What? Oh no, filmed on a Tuesday, uploaded on a Tuesday. I'm even getting this wrong. So this will be the last Q&A of the year. This is a puppy special because we've just got a puppy. We got you guys to ask any puppy questions you had. I'm going to try and give you some normal answers for these ones, which is why I'm sat here. I'm just going to sit here and just give you the answers with little puppy. But he's a bit excited, so I might have to put him down at some point. So there won't be a Q&A in December. There'll be potentially like a best of Q&A, and then we'll have a normal, and then we'll continue to start again in January doing them properly again. Okay, so just to completely interrupt, I forgot what month it was. A normal Q&A will be next month, and then December's will be the other one because obviously it's October now, and I forgot about November. I forgot that existed. So drop questions down below for next month's Q&A. Continue. Let's just dive into your puppy questions because we are on a tight timeline. I'm going to put this little puppy down. Unfortunately, I know you all want to see his face, but you're just going to get Aggie up here, aren't you? Yeah, very Aggie. I can adjust all this now. I've picked out 16 questions, which I think you'll get the most kind of information from. So hopefully, if you've got a puppy, getting a puppy, these might help you out a little bit. So we'll just give our experiences and whatnot. Let's just get straight into this. So, how will you manage to walk all three of your pugs at once? 2 people. That's a start. We've got 4 hands, 3 leads, 1 for picking up poop. Walking all by myself? I'm not sure. We have a splitter. So Pablo and Winston will walk on a splitter, and then we'll walk Stanley on his own. But we haven't took him out yet, so I don't know. But we'll make a video on it. I think a lot of answers to these questions will be. I'll make a video on it. Right, next one. How did Pablo and Winston react when they found out they were getting a little brother? Winston didn't have a clue, but Pablo knew when we got the cage out and stuff what was happening, and he went in a huff. Again. Because he was like, no, not this again, no. Is Winston jealous that he's not the baby anymore? Yeah, I think he is, because he's a lot more affectionate. Not that we're taking attention off him, because Stanley likes to be left alone when he sleeps. He doesn't like being touched or stroked or cuddling in, so. But yeah, I think he is a bit jealous, but I think they always will be. Tour of major UK cities soon. I want to meet my fave puppies. No. Yeah. Maybe we're going to have to wait till Stanley's now older. We were waiting until Winston was old enough, but then we weren't anticipating getting Stanley, so we're going to wait till he's old enough, and then we're going to, at some point, book a trip around the UK, and we'll try and do some meet and greets and stuff, and yeah, that's what we want to do. But I don't know when. Does anyone have any tips on keeping a pug puppy calm? No, doesn't. It's in the nature whether they're calm or not, but it's a puppy. It's not going to be calm. But the only way to kind of calm them down is just to get that energy out of them. If they start getting playful, just play with them. You know, rag them about, make them race around, just make them tired, and then they'll go to sleep, and that's them calm again. So you've kind of just got to ride the wave with them. Question 11. I'm doing these in backwards, by the way, so if I'm saying what question it is, it's in reverse. Never mind. How much are you going to feed your new puppy? I want to know, I'm not sure. It's a game of just trial and error. We started off with a handful, just a small handful, 3 meals a day. And you can see by his belly after he's ate, because I've only got a small, but because they're a puppy, they've only got a small stomach, so you'll see when you feed them, the belly, actually, you can see it physically bow out, and you'll know how much is too much, because the belly will look really round. If it's still really thin, probably not enough. If it bloats out a little bit, it's probably about right. If it's like really round, it's too much. You've just got to kind of go for it. So what we done was we just kind of give him a handful and what looked right in the bowl, and then put that ball on the scales to see how much that was, and then we'll, like, as he gets a bit bigger, we'll start incrementing it up, and the weight will fluctuate up and down. If it starts getting too far, reduce his food. If it starts going too thin, up his food, and just keep doing that. You'll eventually get it right. We winged it for Winston for about 3-4 months, because you just can't. Because sometimes, yeah, they're just all over the place. Question 10. Well, this is a long one. I wonder, at what age were you confident in letting the boys off the lead without worrying about them coming back? He's so friendly with everyone that he meets, and I fear he'll just latch onto them. We have never trained Winston or Pablo, and probably won't with Stanley, to come back. They just do. Pugs love people. Pugs love attention. They will run off, go see somebody, but pugs also, as everyone will know, hate being left alone. If you go into the kitchen and they're in the living room, they're coming into the kitchen with you. If they're in the kitchen, you go into the living room, they're coming with you. It's the same on walks. If you just keep walking, eventually you'll get far enough away and they'll go, oh yeah, I'm coming back to you. because they can't deal with being far away, and that's how. I mean, that's not very helpful, but we just walked him on the lead, and we were always worried about that. And I just said to Chelsea one day, just unclip him, see how it goes. And we unclipped him, and so if he runs off with someone, you just run after them, get him, pull him back. But he was fine. We've done the same with Winston. He learned off Pablo. It's just be confident in them. Most pugs will probably just come back just naturally because they're just attention seekers and they want to be with you at all times. But don't do it like near roads or anywhere dangerous. Do it when you know you're in a safe space. After Stan, who's going to be the fourth pug? There isn't going to be a fourth. I think we said originally 3. We've got 3. And it's hard work with 3 at the moment. So we don't want to add a fourth to it because... Well, we don't add a fourth because if there's going to be a fourth, chances are it's going to be a baby human. And they're a lot more work than a dog. So we don't really want to have 4 dogs. Yeah, that's just going to be too much. So I think three's where we are. Where will you make the puppy sleep at night? So he currently sleeps in the kitchen. He sleeps separated from the boys, sleeps separated from us. And that's just because we can't lock the boys in the kitchen because it's too small for them. And if he's peeing and pooing, they can't go around and it might wet the beds and stuff. So we just keep him separate at night. When he starts getting better toilet trained, we'll then let him sleep in the living room with the 2 boys, and then he'll have free rein in the house. Sleeping arrangement's difficult. We tried him with Winston, then we tried him without Winston, then we tried him with Pablo and Winston. That definitely didn't work. And like, he still would cry. If you put him in the kitchen and leave the gate open, he's fine. You put him in the kitchen and close the gate, he cries. It's as long as he knows he can get to us, he's happy. So, but yeah, he sleeps in the kitchen. Pablo and Winston get along with Stanley. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Winston, 100%. Pablo is getting there. Pablo just doesn't understand how to play. Pablo plays too rough, and he can't hold himself back when he gets excited. They both get along with him great. They're 3 amigos. Who gives Stanley the most kisses? Neither of us, because we weren't allowed to kiss him for a long time, and we probably can now, but we don't, because Pablo isn't a kisser, Winston isn't really a kisser, and we weren't allowed to kiss Stanley, so we kind of just got into a habit of not. I would say Chelsea. Chelsea's more of the kisser than I am, and you can tell that because he always has lipstick on his head. Why didn't you get a female dog instead? Now, there's lots of questions. Why didn't we get a black dog? Why didn't we get a female dog? Why didn't we get a different type of breed? Lots of stuff like this. Now, the reason being is we have 2 boys, both fawn. They get along very well. We wanted a third one just to slot in, get along very well, cause no bother, no disruptions. Obviously, this isn't all cases, but we've heard in a lot of cases, females are very bossy. Pug females are very bossy dogs, and I think there would have been a definite clash between Pablo and another female. I think the whole head of the house would have been there'd been a fight, whereas Winston knows his place under Pablo and Stanley knows his place already. Perfect, that's why. And why we didn't get a black pug is because in summer, pugs are already limited to what they can do, where they can go because of the colour of the fur, and because obviously the brachycephalic dogs, so that alone limits them quite a lot. But the days when we take them to the beaches and stuff, if we had a black dog, we wouldn't be able to because that would be too much for it. So I didn't want to get a dog that limits these two's enjoyment, so I thought if we just get another one exactly the same, everything will be exactly the same. I didn't want anything to change, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we just personally prefer fawn pugs. Probably should have just said that, but yeah. How do I get rid of pug hair easily? No such thing as easily. I think I mentioned this in one video. I'm going to try this out. Supposedly this is really good, but there isn't an easy option. There is, what do you call it? If you just give them a brush every couple of days, just give the house a quick once over with a hoover every couple of days, and just do stuff continuously often, just little things often, you'll get much better results than leaving it and doing like one big house clean and one big brushing session. You're better just doing it a little bit at a time. That's much easier than doing it all in one go. It feels a lot less hassle. It's just something you got to deal with. Could you feed the pup chocolate? No chocolate, unless it's dog specific chocolate. There is a type of chocolate that dogs can have, which basically takes a specific ingredient which the dogs are allergic to that's in chocolate out and replaces it with something else. So you can feed them dog chocolates, but you can't feed them any kind of human top chocolates like you get in like supermarkets or superstores or whatever. Would shaving a pug stop shedding? Now, this is actually a question we asked you guys once, and it was an overwhelming response of absolutely not, that does not work, which is fair enough. I mean, we we didn't know either. We were like, well, if you just trimmed them down a bit, could you get rid of a bit of that hair? But A, that's really bad for them, and if you shave them, then they just grow their hair back really quickly, and it actually makes it worse, because then you've got like all this hair coming through at once rather than just a natural kind of hair coming out. You've just caused it all to come out in one go. But no, it won't stop shedding. They're really short haired dogs anyway, so I don't know how much you can shave off without them looking like, yeah, they look ridiculous if you shave them to like, and then if you shave them, they won't be fluffy because all the hair's off. So don't shave a pug. I know if they've got excessively long hair somewhere, you can maybe give them a trim, like if they've got long wispy hairs on the back of the legs or something, but you can't shave them. Last questions. What's Stan's relation to Pablo and Winston? Now, this is a very complicated question that I keep trying to get the answer for, and it's a lot more complicated than it should be, although essentially Pablo is Winston and Stanley's uncle. Yeah, I'm going to do a full video on their tree and how they all kind of link together, because Pablo is both their uncles, but obviously Stanley is one of Pablo's... Is it Winston? I don't... As you can tell, I don't really know. We've looked at them, and there is a route that kind of connects them all. We'll do a full video on that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this Q&A. Sorry it was just here in front of a camera, but thought it'd be better just to give you guys like more direct information for this type of video. I'm sorry I couldn't have Stanley here or another one of the dogs there. I can literally see them out the window now, just racing around the garden. He just woke up just as I wanted to start filming, and he's gone hyper, so he was never going to stay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're excited for the best of Q&A, which will be coming in December. But if you want to ask any questions for the January Q&A, drop them down in the comments down below. I will put a community post out nearer to the time and get some more questions, and I'll go back and look at the ones from... Oh, it's November next month. Okay, there'll be a normal Q&A next month. I thought it was November. Never mind. So drop some questions down below for next month's Q&A, and I will see you then. Peace out, guys.